We are rolling.
I'm going to burp.
We're rolling.
5, 4, 3,
Why are you laughing already?
0.
Because I'm not supposed to.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is.
Hello.
We got Jennifer with us today.
Howdy.
That's right. Oh, wait, let me give you some applause.
The great delay.
All righty. This is the first episode, season 2.
Woohoo.
How's everybody feeling?
Pretty good. Oh, well, some of us better than others, but anyway.
Jill, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
That's it? Jill has had the flu for a week.
Ugh.
She just now woke up after 7 days.
Pretty much.
Hey, let's go straight into this. Let's waste no time.
News already? First thing?
We have breaking news. You want to tell them what it is, or do you want me to tell them?
Y'all survived the flu, is that it?
No.
I don't know.
After 11 years of renting,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
we are now the proud owners of Studio B Hair Salon and the entire 2 acres on Burt Coons that it sits on. So, exactly about right at about 11 years of renting, we now own it. So,
Yay.
Yeah.
here we are.
That's us. Partying it up.
I'm gonna work on these buttons because Joe gets on me. She says that I don't do it enough. Anyways,
Are we going to talk about what happened?
first we're gonna say, "Hey everybody, welcome to Straight Out of Studio B." I'm Kylie.
And I'm Jill.
And I'm Jennifer.
That's right. If you guys, most of you guys already know Jennifer, but if you don't, this is Jennifer.
Hey.
Yeah, we don't have cameras, but I kind of pointed at her and waved. But Jennifer, this is the good episode for her because she was the first person here 6 months after we opened and has been here ever since. And this is the longest job she's ever had in her life, right?
It's true. It is
That's
true.
right. You should be very proud.
And I have to say, it's the best salon I've ever worked in.
Hey.
And I've worked in some pretty nice salons, but this one, hands down, best. And best people.
Thanks, Jenny.
This is going to be, we say this is going to be a short episode.
I said, are we going to talk about what happened?
Yeah, tell them about last night, Jill. It's your fault anyway.
Kylie
so.
made me stay up late last night, knowing I wasn't feeling good, still recovering from the flu. Called Jennifer on her night off, recorded the entire podcast, and then I was getting ready to go on to bed, got off the phone with Jennifer, and he tells me that none of it recorded.
Well,
Stinks. Oh,
but you know what? We learned from it.
Did we?
We did.
Did you learn from it?
Yes,
Can
I
you
did.
double check over there, make sure?
Yes, it's recording.
Are you sure? Okay.
Well, it's not that I didn't record it. It's that I forgot to stop it. When I got ready to transfer it over, it switched off and deleted the whole thing. Anyways,
y'all just wanted to do it again.
We're no
true.
professionals.
It
That's
is
why
better.
we just wanted to see you in person.
other than-
Jennifer.
That's it.
other than Will, you're the first person that's ever been in here and done it live. So it always works out better when it's live, I think.
Yeah, we're at our location right now.
I know
Studio B.
Cheyenne's was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell
but
she
the
wasn't
I mean,
here.
the quality, though,
Right.
the mics, you'll be able to tell when you listen to it. It's definitely more clear than a phone call.
Gotcha.
For sure. So,
Gotcha.
She has a good
I mean, I've been listening to him for about 4
Yeah.
years now. So
she's also our biggest
Jennifer's
fan.
our biggest fan.
I am. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna go. Yes, I am.
I'll come to work and Jennifer will be like, the podcast was so amazing. I'm like, really? Because I was kind of bored listening to it. She's like, no, it was so good. I'm like, I think it's because you're a little biased, Jennifer, but
Hang on, Jennifer. I'm going to blow your mind. Everybody be real quiet. And when I point at you, I want you to say hello.
Hello.
That's pretty cool, wasn't it?
That was cool.
You want to do something else cool?
Hello.
Wait, here we go. Here we go. Jennifer as a monster.
Hello. Ooh. Hey guys.
That's terrible. but fun.
Yeah, it is fun. So Jennifer is from Weatherford, Texas.
Yes.
She is a fellow. Hey, Joe, guess where Jennifer's from?
Let me guess. Texas.
That's right.
We all know.
Don't be jealous.
No. Oh my gosh.
You know what? One time, I think I told you this. When back in the band days, we were coming from somewhere and we blew a motor in Weatherford.
I remember you telling me about
And we
that.
had to rent a Dodge truck and drive all the way back to Gladewater, Texas.
Wow.
That's my remembrance of Weatherford other than you. That's it.
What year was that?
1943, 44. I don't know. It's a long time ago. Anyway, so Jennifer was the first person that ever started working here about 6 months after we opened. And she said something that
It greatly offended me.
it greatly offended us. And Jennifer, would you like to tell the story?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know how long it was after I started working here. I don't know. I was talking to Jill and we were talking about food, I think. And I said something about it being so bland. And then later on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. What if that like hurt her feelings or something, or, offended her or whatever? And I'm like beating myself up over it, And she didn't care.
Are you an overthinker?
I am.
I am too.
I will worry
You
myself
know what?
sick.
Though? I didn't know that you were an overthinker.
I try to hide it.
Yeah.
There was another instance a long time ago too, and we had probably been working together for about probably a year, I guess. And you are always so bubbly and sweet. No, you really are. When you're
Am
when
I
you're
sweet,
at work,
Callie?
Kylie always disagrees, but I know she's sweet. So anyway, I must have been having an off day.
You never have off days.
Well,
Let's just talk about that.
in my head, I was having
Yeah.
an off day. I don't know what was bothering me. I have no idea. But I don't know. We're probably just, honestly, you're probably just busy and you're probably just thinking about getting out of here and all this stuff. And for some reason, for me, I internalized it like you were mad at me or something. Because I guess we didn't really get to talk that day, or we didn't even say probably hi or whatever. And I let that gnaw on me forever.
What did I not? I mean, it was my attitude?
Yeah, it was something.
I'm sorry.
And I think I'm wondering if I even, I probably in my head was going like, well, I should text her and see if everything's okay, kind of thing. But then I talked myself out of it. And of course, everything was fine.
Was this before kids or after kids?
I think it was before. I don't remember. I think it was before.
After kids,
I think it was
I was
before. No, I think it was before you had
Was it?
kids.
Yeah.
I do. I don't think we had worked together for very long. And, but it was just, and I'm going to tell you, it was me. It was completely me. It was probably hormones or something. I don't know, but
When I get in the zone, man,
hate that.
I kind of get like zoned out and serious.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes forget to say bye.
and I don't even know if it was it was just weird, but
Aren't you glad we're past that?
I am so
Anything
glad.
like that? I mean,
I
you just
am.
know,
and honestly,
when you
I don't
work
think
with
it's ever
somebody.
happened again. But I mean,
well, when you work with somebody every single day for this many years, you just know them.
you do, and I just
But I gotta say, like, you are always pleasant,
Aw.
and it makes work.
You're the same.
She's the same.
You're what's the word? Even keel. Is that the word?
try to be.
Where you're kind of. I think I'm kind of like that.
I
Am
think, honestly,
I'm
I'm not
always
trying
the
to
same.
pat
Is your
herself on the
birthday in
back.
July?
Pardon me.
Is your birthday in July?
It's June. It's the end of June.
How do you not know her birthday?
Because I'm not Cheyenne. Cheyenne
Well,
knows
anybody
everybody's
remembers
birthday.
But
Right.
let me talk about this. I was bragging on Jennifer, but I will say you really are like you're just pleasant all the time. But I will say like to not pat ourselves on the back. But I think all of us that work here are, and I think that's what has worked so well is we're all just even keel. Like everybody's personality. Nobody's like moody and coming in one day in a bad mood. We're all just
I agree. I think we.
and
I
it
think
makes
we-
it.
I'm trying to play some uplifting music, but I don't have any but this. That's it. I need some uplifting.
Anyways, you're very pleasant to work with.
Well,
I'm
thank
very
you.
thankful. to
You
have
are too. I mean, like everybody is. I mean, really. I'm telling you, it's wonderful. No drama.
No drama.
No
How
drama.
is that? I mean,
Oh, it's wonderful because I've
We-
worked into
how did that happen?
Because we're all
A
God.
shop full of
Because
women.
I'm going to
We're
say
all-
the good Lord.
Yeah, the good Lord. You're right.
we're all country. That's why.
Well, that's probably has something to do with it too. I mean, you don't put on airs, and we're just normal
Golly,
people.
What is going on over there?
I'm working.
He's having fun with the buttons.
Chickens?
We're country.
Oh, I
We're
don't-
easy to
are
get
we?
along with.
We're not.
Not
People in
country.
Delray, Florida, we are not that country.
We're
We
city.
might be. I had chickens. I don't know.
Anyways, so where were we? Oh, excuse you, Jill.
Poor thing.
I had a rough few months.
So how long have you been here? 11 years.
Well, it'll be 11 for me in October.
All right. Well,
Which I mean, I thought I deserved a party at 10, but I'm kidding. But 11, I think we really
Okay, now
11 we
I
need
just
to have a
brought
party.
and so let's talk about our second biggest fan, Caitlin, your
Oh
granddaughter.
yes.
So Caitlin is Jennifer's granddaughter, and she has been coming to the salon in the summers and on her summer break and Christmas break since she was 5.
4.
Four?
I think 4.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I
Yeah.
mean, my customers, lots of my customers know who she is. I mean, just from seeing her growing up. And anyways, so
maybe 5.
she's a staple around here for sure.
I feel like this should be Caitlin's song. Is that a good one for Caitlin?
Wasn't that Cheyenne's song? You
No.
need new songs.
Shine's was this one.
Caitlin, you want to pick out a song? Yeah, that's true.
That song kind
Caitlin
of works for
is
everybody.
a big.
That kinda does work.
She's a podcast fan. She's a straight out of Studio B podcast.
She is.
We need to plan to have her on.
Anyways, the reason I was bringing up Caitlin
We'll do
is
it,
because
Caitlin.
because she
Actually,
has
is she
been,
out of school yet? We could call
she's
her.
been coming up here since she was what 5,
something like that. I mean, probably 5.
and oddly enough, she is now in the same cosmetology program and the same high school that you were in. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about this until last night when we recorded our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's because me and Jennifer are tight.
Okay, so
He is
sorry.
my BFF.
Kylie and Jennifer are best work besties.
I wonder why.
We are.
In case
I wonder
anybody's
why,
listening.
Jill. I wonder why. Because we're both from Texas.
Oh my gosh! What's
That's
the
it?
joke about? How do you know if somebody's from Texas? Just hang around them a little while,
Yeah,
and they'll
we'll-
tell you.
yeah, we'll
They'll
let you
be
know.
sure to tell you.
I'm from Texas.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, back to Caitlin.
So Caitlin is going to the Weatherford 9th grade center, but that was my old high school because they built a new high school later on. Actually, when my oldest daughter was starting to high school, I believe, and because Weatherford has grown so much, it's unreal. But anyway, she's in the same cosmetology program that I was in, but they're starting it younger in 9th grade, and it's more like an intro to Cosmo. And
It sounds so fab when you say it
What
like
did you
that.
say? Your coworker is her instructor or something?
yeah,
All right, tell us about
Jarrett King. He was I can't even talk. He was my coworker at the last salon I worked at in Texas.
that. Yeah.
And sweet guy.
And he's the
His
teacher?
wife's real sweet.
That's wild.
That
You're talking
is
about some
too
full
I think
circle
they actually
stuff.
have 2 instructors, but I'm not sure which ones, if they're like co-equal or one of them's main or whatever. But he's very nice, very
That
nice.
is really cool.
And his wife actually worked with us too. She was actually the man that owned the salon. It was his assistant, and her name is Merritt, and she's precious.
I just remember one time, I don't remember how old Caitlin was. She was little, but I remember looking out in the waiting room and she was asleep, leaning up against my customer that was waiting.
Oh my gosh!
She was, and the girl, she's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, She'll be all right. Just kind of lean her up against the wall. She had fallen
She is
asleep
so
on my customer's shoulder. It was funny.
She would always
She
go
would
in the waiting
entertain
room
everybody.
and ask like, who's your appointment with? And
Yes.
she's our little receptionist.
So we bought the shop last Friday, and
Sorry, I'm a little antsy over here.
but we're about to start doing updates. We got some new people coming in. We got Jessica and Becca, who are from a salon here in Southern Hills. They're going to move over here and join us. And then we're adding a barber shop, and a guy named Jeff is going to come in, and we'll keep you guys updated on all that. But don't think you're going to come in here Tuesday and the place is going to look different, because we ain't rich. But we're going to work on it. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there.
We ain't rich and we don't want to go into debt.
Try
I
not to.
don't
much
blame you.
Try not to go into debt. But Jill has informed me that we are now bougie enough to hire a designer.
Did you call him today?
No, I'm going to text him.
Who are
Because-
y'all using?
I don't know the name. I have a friend of mine
Oh,
sent
cool.
me a couple of different.
I don't know. I just feel like we need help.
Yeah,
I ain't
get
got the
fresh
time.
ideas from somebody that does it for a living.
I mean,
There is nothing wrong with that.
you can find all kinds of ideas on the internet, but it's just an information overload. You know,
yes.
it's just too much. I feel like,
And
I'd rather
and
just-
it's a lot of time. That
it's a
takes
lot of time. Yeah,
It really does.
Well, in a perfect world, we'll, hopefully it'll be up and running. In a perfect world, here's what would happen. We'd have we're going to have a barber shop, and that's going to be up front. But in a perfect world, we would also have a skate park in the back, a snow cone stand,
And a
Maybe
food truck.
a food truck, maybe a roller coaster,
Oh, that would be,
and a surf pool, like a man-made
and a
surf
hot
pool,
tub.
a giant one the size of a swimming pool.
Yes.
But that's
For
in a
after
perfect
work.
world.
For after work.
I just wanted
Hey.
a basketball court in the backyard, and you told me no.
Speaking of,
Why can't we have a walking trail?
Good
'cause
idea.
who wants to be healthy? I mean,
We have a mini track so we can go
skateboarding
walk.
and swimming is
Wants, snow cones.
yeah, skateboarding
nachos.
and swimming
I
is way
mean,
more exercise
That
than
way
walking.
we can eat more of that.
I think a walking trail is a great
I think it
idea.
would be awesome.
Speaking of roller
Release some
coasters,
stress.
did y'all see where? I guess yesterday was the last day that. What's the ride at Disney World that was closing?
Splash Mountain.
Yeah, yesterday was the last. Or
I never rode that. I don't like getting wet.
Eh.
no,
I
Jennifer?
don't.
So
Especially in the winter
You're
time.
fired.
last time I rode
I'm
it,
sorry. I just don't.
I wore a poncho, and Maverick's like, "I'm not wearing a poncho. I want to get wet. I want to get wet the whole time."
It's
And then-
miserable.
yeah, and then we got on the front row of it, and then Maverick got underneath my poncho last minute because he got scared.
Oh, we have a
the
picture of that?
The picture is hilarious. Maverick's fully covered in plastic. Oh, it's great. That ride is so much fun. I don't really like getting wet either, Jennifer. I don't like getting my shoes wet.
I don't either. I
And
can't
that's just
stand
miserable.
It.
It's always surprised
It
me.
is,
People.
and you get a blister or something. I just
This is
ugh.
totally random, but like it always surprised me the people that will get wet and walk around a theme park, you know. But you know what's really this is random, but it always amazes me when I go to theme parks. The shoes that people wear to theme parks always amaze me. It's like, you know, like people like to people watch. I like to people watch what people are wearing on their
like
feet.
a foot watch.
Literally, we went to Six Flags the other day, and this girl's wearing heels.
She's done.
Well, and then there's the people that wear like the $1 flip flops.
Oh, those
The
are even
really-
worse. I think.
And I'm like, what kind of feet do they have?
I don't know. I remember when I was
most
little.
Fred
uncomfortable
Flintstone feet.
shoes.
My dad and my stepmom took me, and I think I wore some flip flops of some sort. My feet were, and I was a little kid, and I remember my feet killing me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will never do that
I
again.
mean, I wear the most comfortable shoes when I go to the theme
I do
park.
too. You were talking about when y'all went and you and Ranger rode the Giant,
Yeah.
Texas Giant.
Uh-huh.
When when Jacob was about that age, he was just tall enough, and he was little,
Yeah.
he was little like that. But this is before they changed.
Oh my goodness!
And so it was
sliding
like
around.
It was like super.
That thing was rough.
It was
Super
rough. It was
rough.
terrible. And so he wanted, and he's like I am. He loves roller coasters. So we did it. So they didn't have the harnesses that went
Yeah.
over like this. They just had like a strap
The
or
bar,
whatever.
yeah.
And I had to put my arm around him and hold him like, and I'm not much bigger than him. I mean, like I was probably about your size at the time. And so I'm like holding him like this. I mean, and I thought he was going to come out of that
I
ride.
bet you did. I remember
It
that.
scared me to death. And I usually don't get scared of
Remember,
stuff
you
like
would
that.
just slide from side to
Yes,
side.
It was awful.
It was very
dangerous.
Very, yeah, and and now it's real secure. Anyways, for anybody who wants to know,
I'm glad they changed it
yeah.
because that scared me to death. In fact, I think it was a while before I would get on that ride with him again.
Yeah.
I was like, nope. We're going to let you get a little bit bigger.
it's pretty scary going on a roller coaster with your little kid.
And it's funny. I'm not scared about stuff like that.
I'm not
Like I
either,
am
but-
fearless when it comes to it. And I don't like heights, but I love roller coasters. And
How is
but when
that?
I don't know, but with my kids, that's when I get super protective
Yeah.
over them, and I'm just like I'm not gonna let them get on there. So
And then, like, when you're on there, like, what could you really
you freak
possibly
out.
do?
You can't do anything except for
Yeah.
almost in a head. Oh no, it wasn't a headlock.
Yes, it was. Don't lie.
It wasn't, but
Well, so
I'm sorry.
anything else, Jill? Hey, look, I think
I
it's
feel
time.
like my whole podcast career has been me being sick.
It does seem like yeah, the very first episode.
oh yeah,
remember?
she had the
Well, that's the only time.
I
It's,
thought I had the flu then.
the sexy husky voice.
but the problem is that's that's the time that we really have time to do it. You know, because we have to
It's
stay
when I'm
home.
down.
Yeah.
Right?
Like it's the only time we can keep her still.
I listen. I totally understand that.
Well, I think it might be about that time, folks.
What time? News.
What time is it?
That's right. It's news time. Do we really have a lot of news, or do we just kind of have
Do
gossip?
we ever have a lot of news?
I don't really have any.
I think it should be Gossip Corner or something.
Yeah. Well, we might throw in some.
News Gossip Corner.
We might throw in some news from time to time. Here, let's let the keep rolling in the background.
I know. I like that.
There we go. All right.
What you got?
Well, so we all know. Well, first let me address this: the Cowboys lost. So,
Are you a Cowboys fan, Jennifer? Are you a
Kinda.
football fan?
Not really.
Yeah.
No. I guess I'm an LSU fan. I'm not. I don't know. Professional football is. I don't care.
A lot of people say that.
well, a lot of people kind of got tired of the NFL. I know I'm more into college football now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I think a lot of people are.
To be honest, it's because my husband was. I mean, you know, Richard loved. He loved LSU and college, so
Yeah.
I watched more of that than I have ever watched professional.
Yeah.
Well, now they get paid too, so it's kind of like the fun's
Not
getting
true.
fun's getting taken out of that. You like that? Anyways, so
What?
That was random.
He's pretty random.
no, I said that they're getting paid too, and so I went
So-
because it messed up college football. Well, the kids get now the kids can get paid to do commercials and stuff with all the new rules in college football. It's weird.
That is kind of weird.
I don't know the details, so don't anybody come complaining to me. So let's talk about the Super Bowl halftime. Is it AC/DC? No.
No.
Is it an NSYNC reunion?
I
Nope.
wish.
No. It's what we've all been waiting for. Rihanna. Like really, Rihanna?
What?
Rihanna for the Super Bowl halftime?
Is she gonna have anybody with her? Like
She's
you
an
know she's
umbrella. That was funny, y'all.
That
Hang on.
was
Let me
funny.
find
I'm
the laugh
sorry.
button.
Was
Yeah,
it?
she's gonna have a She's gonna have an umbrella.
Your work
And
bestie
I will
laughs
say this
at you.
again. I hate that song.
I wonder if her.
I can't think of another song.
Well, I wonder if
Shut
she's
Up and
gonna,
Drive. That's a cute one. I mean, I like that one.
I wonder if she's gonna shine bright like a diamond.
I don't
Probably
like
not.
that one either. I'm sorry. I
So
mean,
we're
and
0 for
and
3. We're 1 out of 3
I like
that we
her. I
like.
do, but I mean, there's some of her songs I'm just like, I can't stand.
I just
that.
don't get it. I mean, like Prince, that was cool. Bruno Mars was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite ones was back in the day when they did NSYNC, Britney Spears, and Aerosmith. Do y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I do remember
that was
that.
cool back in the day.
I do remember, and I remember Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson.
Ooh, that was racy, as they say.
Oh,
think?
The
it
wardrobe
about shut our
malfunction.
country down, I think. But
telling you.
anyway,
But
jeez.
anyway, so there's the Super Bowl halftime. I know you guys are looking forward to Rihanna. So,
Oh yeah.
I am thrilled.
Look, even Lady Gaga was better. So I don't know.
yeah. Hey, speaking of Britney Spears, well, no, before Lady Gaga, we were speaking of Britney Spears. So is her conservatorship over or no?
We have no clue what's
Well,
going on.
I don't either.
It
because-
is, but according to her Instagram, actually, I haven't been on Instagram in a while. But last I checked, she's still off.
Yeah, I think she's. So the big conspiracy is that she's really not free, and somebody's controlling her, and they're posting crazy
I think
stuff.
she has green screens behind her,
Probably.
like, and she's not where she really is.
Well, I think she's got bigger issues than green screens. But whatever. Man,
No one knows.
nobody knows.
Does anyone care?
Probably
Nobody
not.
knows.
She's got more issues than People Magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, on to
On to other.
real legend news. Lisa Marie Presley died this week.
Yeah, that
That's
was
sad.
Yeah, and she was just at Elvis's 88th birthday, like 2 days before or something
wow.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and just like a couple of days later.
I knew he was about my dad's age.
Was it 88 or 90 or something like
No,
that?
because I think I think my dad was born in 37.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Elvis was born maybe in 35. I'm not sure, but my dad's 85. So
Okay.
anyway. And Lisa Marie was a year older than me. So
So she was 23
yeah, she's 23.
and you were
Yeah.
22? You just turned
I
22.
just turned, yeah.
Okay, cool.
God,
Okay.
I wouldn't want to go back to that. Mm-mm.
Me either. I've been
No.
young and I've been
22 was one of my favorite years.
33 was one of mine.
old. I don't.
Yeah.
I
30s
guess-
were pretty awesome. But 17 was an amazing year and 22 was so much fun. And then the 30s have just been great altogether, really.
30s, I think you really kind of not find yourself, but you just kind of,
You're okay
you
with
feel-
yourself.
Yeah, you are. I think you do. You get okay with yourself. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed my 30s.
I think I really enjoyed, like around 27, 28 when Jill came into my life.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Like that. So I'm giving myself an applause for great editing there.
You're holding on to that one.
Yeah, I was waiting on that one. Hey, so let's go into, we do have some local news. It's not even news. But if you guys have never heard of Timmy Lane, he's a local reporter. Look him up on Facebook. He, how would you describe him? He's kind of like just like an independent, he's like the superhero of news reporting. So he's always the first on the scene. I mean, literally sometimes I think he beats like the police there.
Yeah.
And man, he's good. I guess he's got scanners and stuff. Anyway, look him up on Facebook, Timmy Lane.
He's got scanners and helicopters.
Yeah, I think he does. Teleporters.
Yeah.
Like he can punch a button.
He's a
and-
ninja.
He is. He can be there. And he's quick. But he's awesome because I think every time, and it seems like every time he goes to either, whether it be a wreck or whatever, like all the police and everybody there know him. It's almost like he's like a celebrity, which I know he's like a celebrity because when he goes live on Facebook, there'll be 2,000 people watching. Look him up, Timmy Lane. Timmy, we need you to do the podcast because I got questions on how how you do this and how you get there so fast. But Timmy, I saw this on Facebook, so you know it's true. Timmy was at, I guess it was a wreck or something. Hang on, I got to pull it up on my phone. He was at a wreck I think it was a wreck. And he was taking pictures and he posted these pictures, and there's a picture of this cop. And he's just, this officer is just sitting there doing his job, like radioing something in. And he looks like Thomas, your son.
He does. He does.
But it was one of those things where it was just like the perfect shot. Dude's just minding his business, doing his job. And it's on there with a whole bunch of other pictures. And then the comments went crazy. And all these women, like this woman said, I just scanned all these steaks as bubble gum at Walmart. I'm standing outside. Come get me.
This one says, "Hey, I stole a candy bar in 3rd grade. I'm going to need to confess and get my punishment, sir."
This one said he gives a new meaning to Shreveport's finest. That's for sure.
I don't have my phone in front of me, but I think one I read was, I need to be searched and frisked.
Yeah.
This one cracked me up. Hold on. I'm going to get my spend a night bag ready. He's coming to get me.
Comments are great.
Yeah. I think we should do a whole episode where we just read comments on viral things. Anyways, I don't know the dude's name, but I'd like to get him on there, because here's this dude just out there doing his job, and suddenly he's
Internet sensation.
he's an internet they tagged him on here too.
He's
Okay.
Insta famous.
Yep, looks like he's married, folks.
Darn. Well, anyway.
But it
he's
was
too young.
fun.
He's too young for me.
Anyways, the funny thing was it got so popular and so many people were commenting that the Shreveport Police Department commented and said, "Want to work with this outstanding officer and many others like him every day? We are hiring." Anyways, so Timmy Lane, check him out. We got to get him on the podcast too. I think that he's got one of those like Batman lights that shines up in the sky with a T on it when something goes wrong and everybody needs him. And I'm not going to lie, like a while back, he kind of pulled back from reporting.
I thought so. I was going to ask that, and then I'm like, well, maybe I misunderstood.
No, I don't think he's going as hard as he used to. Like a part of me died when he pulled back. I was like, dude, like, man, for guys like me on a Friday or Saturday night that don't have a life, when he would go live, like he's cool, but the people that comment on his live feeds are hilarious. God, you guys got to go look him up, follow him. Funny stuff. Timmy, give us a call. We need you on the show. Speaking of the show, we got some cool episodes coming up. By the way, please subscribe, share this with all your friends, all that stuff, and tell them to check it out. Thank you guys for listening. But let's go over we got a new one.
5-star comments. It's 5-star rating.
5-star rating? Yeah. Hey, somebody gave us a 1-star rating. Who did that? Come on.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Holly was so offended.
I was like, well, I wasn't offended because I knew it was probably somebody that just, was trying to be mean or something.
I'm going to tell you though, sometimes whenever you go and you try to do that, like they'll have these little stars,
It was you,
beside.
Jennifer.
It was not me. Because no, it was not me. But anyway, I have done that before. And like sometimes you have to push, a few times before it'll actually
for it to go
recognize that you're
It's
trying
you
to do
people
it.
with them long nails. It messes you up.
Well, it probably is. But I don't know. Sometimes you get frustrated with it because you're trying to make your phone work and it's not working for you. So it may not have been a diss to y'all. It may have been.
They were going.
phone.
They were going for
understand.
the 5, and their phone locked up. That's what I'm going to go with.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Anyways, yeah. Please though subscribe and all that good stuff. We've got. If you guys haven't heard of Twin Blends, look them up on Facebook too. It's 2 twins from here in Shreveport, and they do a lot of research on the history of Shreveport. They have a lot of cool photos that they'll go through and they'll edit and kind of combine like modern imagery with old imagery. It's really neat. Go look them up. Twin Blends. They're going to do the show coming up in the near future. Our friend Rachel and Kyle are our camping buddies that we go to the beach with a lot. But she has been dedicated to this Weight Watchers thing. So what better time of year to have her on than right here at the beginning of the year? Sierra owns Savage Roots Boutique. Now, we've been doing Sierra's hair since, what, 9th grade, 10th grade?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I still need to go.
Yeah. She owns 2 boutiques now.
Huh.
So she's doing good. She's going to be fun because hers is a cool success story about how, just work hard and just grind and it works out. Talk to the guys from Ono's, the Hawaiian food truck. Mm-hmm. He's going to come in. That's another interesting story because, how does a Hawaiian food truck take off in Shreveport, Louisiana and become such a hit? I want to know how that whole thing got started. Dustin Lincoln, he's going to come in. He is the marketing director for Johnny's Pizza. So when you hear the voice on the Johnny's commercials, that's him. A lot of cool questions. I want to know how many pizzas they sell a day. Alex Anderson, KTBS sports director. He'll be fun. He actually has a podcast, so that'll be fun. He gets paid to talk, so he'll be a fun one. We might let him take over. Who else we got? Kelly Kopp. He is a guy I've known for a long time from the music business. Kelly started a TikTok a month ago and has almost 100,000 followers now. He's like covered in tattoos. He's like a social media minister. It's working out good though. And then this one's going to be, we had an idea that we're going to bring the Cozines on. And I know what you guys are thinking. Who are the Cozines? Jill, you want to tell them who the Cozines are?
I mean,
they're a secret society.
I think a lot of people know who the Cozines are in Shreveport.
I tried to get Zach to run for mayor.
If you've been around them or in the same building of them, you know who they are.
Yeah. I tried to get Zach to run for mayor. I had slogans, everything. Maybe we'll try it next time.
But who they are to me, they're just like little brothers. Mm-hmm. I've been doing their hair since they were in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And,
but now you won't return their texts.
Now Callie does their hair because I'm a busy mom.
Well, I feel like they can let their hair down when they're with me.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, they're a hot
They can let their hair down.
And it's going to be fun.
No pun intended.
That episode's going to be fun. But I am going to put on some boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Is that going to go?
That one's going to be there's not going to be any rhyme or reason to that episode.
No,
I think we're just
total chaos.
What I think we should do is we should literally have 10 subjects on the wall and throw a dart at it. And whichever one the dart hits, we go. That'll be fun.
That sounds like a good idea.
Well, so I guess that's about wrapping it up. Jennifer, what'd you think? How'd you do?
I hope I did okay. I hope I don't sound like a hick, but anyway.
Well, you know what, Jennifer?
You're from Texas, so
You're from
it
Texas.
doesn't matter.
So I'm going to sound like a hick.
No, it's all good. Well, folks, I tried to work on saying less, and I'm not sure I accomplished it, but I tried.
I didn't catch it.
Yeah. So I always say so.
I want our podcast to have a comment section so people can comment and say
We got to work on that.
I try not to say like.
I think I say like a lot.
I do
Right.
too, but somebody was in here the other day and they were saying it after everything they said, and I was like, okay, see.
Well, Jennifer, thanks for coming in.
Well, thank y'all for having me.
And we will see you guys next time, all right?
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. And we're going to leave it on that note.